the level of guys I can go out on any given night and watch are as good as New York or LA and London, any city in the world.
I think it's amazing. If you guys know what happened is our mayor said, hey, wherever there's roads, we should put in bike lanes because nobody's ever going to drive anymore. And then you ride your bike around the city. And I think that's an awesome idea for 6 months of the year. And then the other 6 months when it's pouring rain and nobody's on their bike and you're stuck in traffic and you see like one guy go by on a bike and you're like, yeah, that f***er's got a DUI.
The scene has blown up a bit in the last few years. We've had a huge addition of young comics that I'm just meeting. So now we have 2 comedy clubs in Vancouver that have open mic nights or amateur nights, and then we have all the alternative rooms in the city. There's a lot of chances for comics to get on stage. You can do 2 shows, 3 shows a night on the weekday nights, and with no pressure of earning a living and being forced to go on the road too early. There's no reason why in 5 years this could be one of the strongest scenes in the country.
How did Pigeon Park achieve park status? No trees, no grass. Like, even the pigeons know not to go to Pigeon Park. It's right across the street from Pigeon Park Savings. That trusted financial institution. Who does their banking down there? Only bank I've ever seen that accepts bottles.
There was a thinking at one time that the Vancouver comedian was the strongest comedian in the country because there wasn't a lot of touring happening in Vancouver. So we weren't forcing young comedians to start doing 30 minutes when they weren't ready to do 30 minutes. We weren't forcing young comedians to go on the road too early. A lot of the comedians had jobs, and we're just focusing on the alternative comedy rooms that we had in the city. So they were focusing on just their joke writing. And then we had all these phenomenal comics in the community.
It's almost the summertime, and I hate it so much. I know people love it, and they're like, hey, I've been working out, and I want to show off my, or whatever, vitamin D, or all these things, and I just, I hate it so much. Because every year, I say to myself, all right, this is the year, you're not going to wear your t-shirt in the water. That's the rule. This is going to be the year. Who are you fooling? That guy must have been really excited. He didn't even get all his clothes off. Such a race to get in the water.
The health of the comedy scene in Vancouver, I would say it is good and not great at the same time. It's got a lot of very good creative comics that are out there, but it's also got a whole field of this underbelly of comics that are kind of never gonna break through. So they're doing these shows where the best guy is not very good. So people come to see it and they see comedy once, and if they don't like it, they don't come back. Like a venue will be like, no, you're talking about comedy, like, no, we tried comedy, it didn't work. But they don't say that about a band, right? They're like, we tried music, no dice, right? They hire a different band.
I still think that the general population still kind of views stand-up as like this, like, oh, so you guys just tell dick jokes and yell at people? So if I sit in the front, you're gonna make fun of my face? I was like, no, we craft material. We want to tell you jokes. All we want to do is make you laugh.
You know, there's always those people that are like, ugh, live comedy. Why would I want to go see that? And so I think that it's a fairly healthy amount of people that do enjoy going out. Like Corduroy in Kitsilano always has, I mean, it's not a huge room, but it usually has a really good crowd of people that appreciate live comedy, and they're getting a great show for $5 or $7 or whatever they pay.
This is a great market to tap into, just, for people are looking for something to do, and they like comedy, but they just don't know there's a scene here. They didn't know I'm here. They're like, if you don't know that I'm here, I'm here. Here all the time. You can see me anywhere. I hang out at Blends all the time, or these bars.
The scene has grown quite a bit. There's a lot more newer comics, a lot more amateur comics that are trying out stand-up, and I think there's a lot of really good rooms in the city right now. So I think we're definitely making progress.
Speaking of ladies, I like to think that I'm the kind of guy who gives women what they want. Because when I'm walking down the street and I see a beautiful woman and we make eye contact, I know she's thinking, hope this guy doesn't talk to me. As you wish, my lady.